At the end of the day, we need to take change individually and collectively. And there's lots of on-the-ground ways we can do that to prepare for climate change that's coming.
Changing for climate.
In our story, Climate Ready Home Part 1, we learned all the things we can do to reduce emissions in our homes to help prevent climate change. This is called climate mitigation. Today, in Part 2, we're going to talk to sustainability teacher Kenton Zurbin about what we can do to adapt our homes and yards to the impacts we are already experiencing from climate change.
There are 6 risks associated with climate change. The first being floods, that as we see extreme weather events, we're getting huge downpours of rain. Second one is heat. We get these heat waves. We got heat dome effect happening in our cities and extreme heat events. The third would be extreme wind. Fourth, we've got hail. Hail is going to cause a lot of damage to a home and to our vehicles. The next is drought. In these events that we get massive flooding of rain, there's going to be the corresponding spells of dry times, and these droughts are increasing. We need to make sure that our landscape is drought resilient. And the last is fire. That as we see extreme droughts, we're also seeing fire events, and they can take out a whole town like we saw in Lytton.
Kenton Zurbin says the best way to prepare for the flood, heat, and drought impacts of climate change in our yards is to get away from high-maintenance lawns and mimic nature.
A really exciting way that we can actually impact the climate in a positive way, increase our comfort, and reduce emissions is landscaping. A simple tree planted on the south side of our house will assist with the cooling of that house in the summertime. That hot summer sun is no longer hitting our walls, and that tree is doing evapotranspiration. It is actually keeping itself cool by sweating. And that cooled air then comes up against your house and is AC before you're even inside the house. That same south-facing tree will lose its leaves in the wintertime. And then that winter sun can pass through those branches, enter your windows, and assist with the heating of your house when you need heat the most.
Shade trees on the south side or west side of your home can cool your home, reduce utility costs, and, depending on the type of tree, can even contribute to food security.
Growing a food forest is one fantastic way to grow your food in a resilient way, sequester carbon, build soil, and create a habitat for so many species, including yourself. So over here we have a budding food forest. We've got a variety of trees that are all in that canopy, sub-canopy, and shrub layer, and then we don't really have a ground cover yet established, but the things that we have for each of those layers include a lot of fruit trees that grow in the temperate climate that we all enjoy to eat, and at the end of the day, it is a lot easier to grow food in an ecosystem way.
Whether you simply want to naturalize your yard or begin growing your own food, Kenton says there are a few things you will need.
You should always have the holy 3. We've got the holy 3 being your garden, your compost pile, and your rain tank. Most people don't realize how nice it can look. Like, this is just gorgeous. And it's made actually with recycled containers that are inside. They're called IBCs, International Bulk Containers. 1,000-liter plastic tank with a metal cage wrapped around it that you can use as a trellis for your plants. And now you have a food growing, temperature resilient, 1,000-liter tank of water for capturing the water off your roof that's free instead of sending it downstream and becoming a flood for someone else, and then paying for water to come to your garden that's chlorinated and kills the bacteria in your soil that your plants like.
In addition to adapting your yard to a changing climate, it's also important to prepare your home for extreme weather events.
So let's talk about what your roof's made of. A metal roof is by far the best roof material to use for lots of reasons. Think about it from a hail perspective. Think about it from a chemical perspective. Think about it for mounting solar. Think about it for harvesting rainwater and longevity, recyclability. There's so many reasons to use a metal roof.
Fire, hail, and wind-resistant siding and roofing can help protect your home from severe weather, and things like insulation, weather stripping, heat pumps, and better windows can help keep you warm in the winter and cool in summer. There are many things we can do to manage climate risks and make our homes more comfortable and climate ready.
Changing for climate.
To learn more about climate change, check out the City of Edmonton's website on climate resilience. Tons of resources on there for you to dive deeper. Furthermore, they have a climate almanac. Look it up, Google search it. Animations, graphics, just a ton of information well presented so you can wrap your head around these big issues that sometimes are depressing. Don't worry though, there's actual items that we can take that are inspiring and hopeful.